Hi, my name is Aiden O'Gara, and today I'll be giving my speech on why I think more schools should be implementing school uniforms. I feel that there is an easy way to eliminate a large source of bullying among students. This solution also poses many other benefits. Imagine a school environment in which children weren't made fun of for their clothing. Imagine a school environment in which children weren't judged as frequently, and imagine the school environment where the financial barrier that separates students was far less evident. I feel that this could be a reality. I believe that overall implementation of school uniforms will improve students' learning environment. School uniforms provide financial benefit as well as improving student behavior, and they also prepare them for the real world. Firstly, and as I just mentioned, I feel that school uniforms provide financial benefit to families and students. First, I'd like to say that school uniforms are a one-time purchase, and although they might be a bit expensive, in the long run, they might be less expensive than buying lots and lots of sets of slightly less expensive uniforms or clothes. I'd also like to mention that most school uniforms are designed to be quite durable and they'll last a long time as opposed to some other trendy clothes. Speaking of trends, I'd like to mention that school uniforms aren't subject to fashion trends, so families won't be going out and buying the latest fashion clothes and then discarding them after that trend ends. I also have statistics to back that implementation of school uniforms improve upon the behavior of students. In the Long Beach Unified School District, troubles were being had, so they decided to put in school uniforms. Over the course of 6 years, these statistics were gathered. Sex offenses were down 93%, dangerous devices at school were down 96%, and robbery and distortion was down 85%. So this is actually evidence to back that implementation of school uniforms does in fact improve the behavior of students. I found that school uniforms aid in preparing students for the real world. School uniforms encourage students to evaluate people by their behavior and personality as opposed to their appearance. They also teach students to be comfortable in formal attire, which might be necessary in future careers that they might have. Finally, I'd like to say that school uniforms promote a sense of community within the school environment, which might be present in an office community or any community in their future career. So, to review everything that I've just said, on a pretty broad spectrum, school uniforms pose major financial benefit to families and students. It's also been seen that when in place, school uniforms improve upon the behavior of students in many ways. Finally, I mentioned that school uniforms help prepare students for the real business world that they might be going into. With that being said, I urge school facilitators to take into account the major benefits that implementation of school uniforms pose. They can take and make life and work much more time and financially friendly on both sides of the school staff and the families attending. So, overall, I feel that the reasons that school uniforms should be in place heavily outweigh the potential reasons that they should not. They can make life easier in a variety of ways, and they can remove a major catalyst for bullying in the learning environment. Once again, I urge those in charge of school facilities to consider making this change to create a vastly improved learning environment. All of my points here were gathered by factspluslogic.com, debate.org, and eduguide.org, and I'd like to thank my sources. Thank you for listening.